Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and happy 2025! Yay! So another year has passed, it is now 2025 and I hope you all have had a wonderful Christmas. I hope you all have such an amazing 2025. I wish you all happiness and health for this year and I just hope you're all good. So this video today, I guess you could say it's a part 2. I'm going to be showing my books at a try on haul for Christmas, and the reason why I didn't film my books and the try on haul in what I got for Christmas video is because I didn't want to rush through the books or the try on haul, and the books especially because obviously I want to showcase all the books, show them off in detail, tell you like what they're about, and I just didn't want to rush through that because the video was already long enough, and including the books and try and haul will make it even more longer, and obviously I don't want the video to be any more longer than it was. So and it's the same with the try and haul, you know, I want to show all in detail, showcase it, I don't want to rush through it, so hence why I didn't film it, and so that's what I'm doing today. And just before we start, the books I got was the most amount of books I have ever asked for, and I'm so grateful to say that I actually got all the books that I asked for, which is so nice and so generous of my parents, so thank you both very much. And I wasn't expecting to get all the books I asked for, so it was very nice to see that I got all the books that I got. And the number of books I got was 26, and that is the most books I've ever gotten or ever asked for like for a birthday or Christmas. So yeah, and most of the books I asked for came in like you know, sets anyway, hence why there's so many. But all that being said, let's get started with the book haul. So the first set of books that I have are actually on my lap because there's so many of them. There's 8 in a set, and there's another one which wasn't in a set but it is connected. And now let me just try and pick these up in a good fashion. And that is the Bridgerton book set. Oh my gosh. So I got into Bridgerton last year, and I have, if you haven't already watched it on Netflix, they've got 3 series out. I basically binge watched series 1 and series 2 in a few days space of each other. I have watched season 3 just because I want to save it, because obviously there's going to be a season 4 coming out, and when they release that day, that's when I'm going to watch it, just because I watched the first 2 series so quick because I absolutely love Bridgerton, and so that's what I'm planning to do when it comes out. But if you haven't watched the series, go watch it on Netflix. It is absolutely incredible. I love it, and hence why now I've got the books. And as well, there's also another little there's another show as well called Queen Charlotte, which is one of the books I got, and it tells George and Charlotte's story, and I really recommend you go watch that as well, because that is it was so incredible to watch. I loved it. I love their story, you know, because those two start off, you know, everything. So go and watch those. And now I'm going to show the books individually. So the first one I have here is Queen Charlotte, written by Julia Quinn and Shonda Rhimes. They collaborated together to write this one, and obviously this tells the story of Charlotte and George and their lives together, and what it has been like being Queen Charlotte and George Wilson, his wife. And it's I love their story, like it's such a lovely story, and you know, we've seen them be together, we're all together, and just I love it. But as Charlotte gets to know George more, she finds out that he's hiding something from her, and she doesn't know what, and obviously as time goes on she finds out what, and she sort of like helps him like be George essentially. If you haven't watched the series, go watch it. But there's a secret he's hiding from her, she finds out what it is, and she just helps him be George, and that's what is so lovely about it, like such a empowering couple. And I love their story so much, and I can't wait to read the book as well. So that's it. I'll read the back anyway, just to tell you all as well. In 1761, on a sunny day in September, a king and queen meet for the first time. They are married within hours. Charlotte is beautiful, headstrong, and fiercely intelligent. George is instantly captivated. But as Charlotte falls in love, the king starts to push her away because of the secrets that he's hiding. Because George has secrets with the potential to shake the foundations of the monarchy. Thrust into her new role, scared and alone, Charlotte must Charlotte must learn to navigate the intricate politics of the court and to understand that she has been given the power to remark society. She must fight for herself, for her husband, and for all her new subjects. She will never be to Charlotte again. It's time for her to fulfill her destiny as queen. So I've got that one. And then obviously all these are all the Bridgerton stories. So I'll start with the first book. Give me a second. I put this in the wrong order. I put the last one in, like at the top, and I should have put the first one in, but oh well. So the first one we have here is The Duke and I, and this follows Daphne and the Duke story, but I can't remember his name. Oh my god, what the hell is his name? Simon. So we follow their story. It's like, you know, enemies to lovers, like they actually despise each other at the start, and then obviously they fall in love with each other at the end. And it's just, oh, I love this story. Daphne's so like adamant and like headstrong, and she's adamant that she hates him, and he's adamant that he hates her, but eventually they fall in love together, and just I love this story, like absolutely loved it. So now I'm gonna read you the back. By all accounts, Simon Basset is on the verge of proposing to his best friend's sister, the lovely and almost on the shelf Daphne Bridgerton. But the two of them know the truth. It's all an elaborate plan to keep Simon free from marriage-minded society mothers. Simon was absolutely against marrying. He didn't want to marry. As for Daphne, surely she will attract some worthy suitors now that the Duke has declared her as desirable. Their ruse works like a charm at first, but as Daphne waltzes across the ballroom after ballroom with Simon, it's hard to remember that their courtship is a complete sham. Maybe it is his devilish smile, certainly is the way his eyes seem to burn every time he looks at her. It wasn't a plan, but it seems like she's fallen for the Duke for real. And amidst the glittering gossip, cutthroat words of London's elite, there is only one true certainty. Love ignores everyone. Next then we have The Viscount Who Loved Me, and this is Anthony and, oh god, what's her name? Kate's story. And again, at first they absolutely despise each other, and he actually had an arranged marriage with Kate's sister Edwina, but the more time Anthony and Kate spent each other, the more time that they realised that they actually liked each other and eventually fall for each other. And obviously Edwina's in the middle, so she realises this and feels betrayed by Kate. And yeah, so let me read the back for you all. Having spent his 20s in a rakish pursuit of pleasure, Anthony Bridgerton knows it's high time he settled down and ensured the continuation of the Bridgerton line. Edwina Sheffield is the most beautiful debutante of the current season. She is sweet, innocent, and immensely biddable. Anthony is sure she'll make a perfectly acceptable wife and vows to make her his. So the only obstacle in his way is Edwina's older sister Kate, who is determined to do all she can to allow her sister the chance to marry for love rather than the convenience. The roguish Viscount is beginning to think he may have met his match in Kate's keen wit and sharp tongue, until he makes the mistake of kissing her. So then next we have An Offer from a Gentleman, and this is Benedict and Sophie's story, and this is the next season that's actually coming to Netflix. Sophie Beckett never dreamt she would sneak into Lady Bridgerton's famed masquerade ball, or that Prince Charming would be waiting there for her. Though the daughter of an earl, Sophie has been relegated to the role of a servant by her disdainful stepmother. Sounds like Cinderella. But that night, spinning in the strong arms of the debonair and devastatingly handsome Benedict Bridgerton, she felt like royalty. Yet she knows all enchantments must end. But Sophie has reckoned with Benedict's determined heart. He has sworn to find, and when his mystery miss, for he knows this is his only chance for a fairy tale. For a fairy tale of, oh my god, this literally sounds like Cinderella, and I'm absolutely here for it. And Benedict Bridgerton is my favourite male out of all the siblings. So very excited to read this story. I'm very excited to see it come to Netflix. Yay! And it sounds like a fairy tale, like I'm absolutely here for that. Then next we have Romancing Mr. Bridgerton, and this is Penelope and Colin's story. And this one I have not watched it on Netflix. I've seen some stuff all over YouTube and like when it first came out, but I haven't really watched any spoilers of it. So yeah, let's see what it's about. Penelope Featherington has secretly adored her best friend's brother for like, well, it feels like forever. Yeah, she secretly loves or adores, as it says here, adores Colin. After half a lifetime of watching Colin from afar, she thinks she knows everything about him until she stumbles across his deepest secret. I'm not sure about that. And fears she doesn't know him at all. Colin Bridgerton is tired of being thought of as nothing but an empty-handed charmer, tired of the notorious gossip columnist Lady Whistledown. It can't seem to publish an edition without mentioning him. But when Colin returns to London from a trip abroad, he discovers nothing in his life is quite the same, especially Penelope Featherington. The girl who was always simply there is suddenly the girl haunting his dreams. When he discovers that Penelope has secrets of her own, Colin must decide, is she his biggest threat or his promise of a happy ending? Now, I know what a secret is, or I think I do, but if you haven't watched Netflix, go check it out. But yeah, I'm excited to watch this story next. And next we have To Sir Philip with Love, and this is Eloise and Philip's story, and Eloise is my favourite female Bridgerton, so very excited to read this. So let's read the blurb. My dear Miss Bridgerton, we have been corresponding now for quite some time, and although we have never formally met, I feel as if I know you. Forgive me if I am too bold, but I'm writing to invite you to visit me here at Romney Hall. It is my hope that we might decide that we will suit and you will consent to be my wife. Did he think she was mad? Eloise Bridgerton couldn't marry a man that she'd never met. But then she started thinking and wondering, and before she knew it, she was on her way to meet the man she hoped might be her perfect match. Except he wasn't. Her perfect husband wouldn't be so moody and ill-mannered. And while Philip was certainly handsome, he was rough and rugged, totally unlike the London gentleman vying for her hand. But when he kissed her, the rest of the world simply fell away. Can this be the imperfect man for her? I think so. Eloise is such a mood, and she's so funny, and I love her. And my favourite sibling duo is her and Benedict. And then the 6th book in the instalment is When He Was Wicked, and this is Francesca and Michael's story. A moment so tremendous, so sharp and breathtaking that no one knows one's life will ever be the same. For Michael Sterling, London's most infamous bachelor, that moment came the first time he laid eyes on Francesca Bridgerton. After a lifetime of chasing women, of smiling slyly as they chased him, of allowing himself to never be caught but never permitting his heart to become engaged, he took one look at Francesca Bridgerton and fell so fast and hard in love, it was a wonder he managed to remain standing. Unfortunately for Michael, however, Francesca's surname was to remain Bridgerton for a mere 36 hours longer. The occasion of their meeting was lamentably a super celebrating her intimate wedding to his cousin. And then next we have It's in His Kiss, and I love the blue. So this is Hyacinth and Gareth's story. Friendlessly smart, devilishly outspoken, and according to some, particularly one Gareth St. Clair, probably best in small doses. But there's something about her, something charming and vexing, that grabs one and won't quite let go. Gareth and Hyacinth cross paths at the annual and annually discordant Smith musical. Struggled for a second. To Hyacinth, Gareth's every word seems like a dare, and she offers to help him out with a knotty inheritance problem he's facing. However, as they delve into the mysterious St. Clair history, they discover that the answers they seek lie not in the past, but in each other, and that there is nothing as simple or as complicated as a single perfect kiss. And then the last one, the 8th book in the Bridgerton installment, is On the Way to the Wedding, and this is Gregory and Lucy's story. He has to be. All 7 of his siblings are happily married. Gregory's Gregory is certain he is just biding his time until the right woman comes along. And so when he sees Hermione Watson, he knows with every fibre of his being that she is meant to be. Through Hermione's cousin, slightly less beautiful friend, Lucy, Hermione is desperately in love with another man. Sadly, by the time Gregory figures out that the right girl is actually the wrong girl, and that the right girl was Lucy all along, it's too late. Lucy is to marry another. Now, on the way to the wedding, Gregory must figure out how to thwart, Trix, and convince Lucy that she was always meant to be his. So then, that is all the Bridgerton books that I got. And now, on to the next set. Also, please excuse the cat. She's in quite a silly mood. There's nothing I can do about the lighting. I've closed my blinds, but the sun is just deciding to just shine on me in this moment. So, hopefully it's not too bad. But anyway, the next set of books I got are the Elsie Silver Chestnut series, and oh my gosh, I'm so excited to read this. I've never read cowboy romances before, so I'm very, very, very excited to read these. I don't know with a new series, I can't remember what it's called, but they're all single dad tropes. But these, I know these ones are all different. I know one of them is like a fake marriage or whatever it is. So when I read the back, I will get more of an understanding. But I'm so excited. So the first one I have here is Heartless by Elsie Silver. Working as a nanny for the world's grumpiest single dad should have been simple. Oh yeah, and all these like grumpy, grumpy sunshine sort of tropes. So that's like the main thing as well. Except I can't keep my eyes off him, and he can't keep his hands off of me. Kate Eaton is 13 years older than me, and barely looks my way. Until I get him in the hot tub for a game of truth or dare, then all bets are off, and so are our clothes. He's gruff, a little rough around the edges, but it turns out broad-shouldered ranchers with filthy mouths are the city girl's kryptonite. So who am I to resist? And when he softens in our quiet moments together, I start to realise his hardened exterior is just a facade. Someone once convinced him that his best wasn't good enough. Yet I've never felt more cherished than I do in his arms. My contract may say this arrangement is only for 2 months, but my heart says this is forever. Love that. So then next I have Hopeless. Beau Eaton is the town prince, a handsome military hero of a tortured past. I'm the outcast bartender, a shy girl from the wrong side of the tracks. He's 35 and all man, I'm 22 and all virgin. He's also my fiancé, correction, my fake fiancé. We start out as a bet. He doesn't believe that anyone holds my last name against me, so he offers me his to prove a point. It's a win-win. He gets a break from his conservative family's pride, and I get a chance to share my family's reputation. He says all I have to do is wear his ring, follow his lead, and pretend I can't keep my hands off of him in public. But it's what happens between us in private that blurs those carefully drawn lines. It's what transpires behind closed doors that doesn't feel like pretending at all. This engagement was supposed to be for show. This agreement, it has an end date. He once told me he'd never fall in love, and yet here I am, head over heels my fake fiancé. And that sounds really interesting. I'm so excited to read all these, like, yes. So next here I have Reckless. Theo Silver, rowdy bull rider, notorious ladies' man, scorching hot trouble wrapped up in a drool-worthy package. God, that's a mouthful. And he's looking at me like I might be his next meal. I'm almost free of my toxic marriage and have swarmed of men entirely. So all I see when I look at Theo is temptation served up with a heap inside a heartbreak. The man is hard to trust, but even harder to resist. Make that impossible, because Theo is persistent. And no matter how hard I try to freeze him out, he melts my icy exterior and pulls apart all my defences. Then I spend the singular hottest night of my life with him. It was supposed to be a one-time thing, a secret. But that little plus sign is going to make the secret impossible to keep. So there's that one. And then next here I have Flawless. The rules were simple, keep my hands off his daughter. But now I'm stuck with it. There's only one bed, and well, rules are made to be broken. I'm a golden boy of professional bull riding. Or at least I was until it all blew up in my face. Now my agent says I have to clean up my image, so I'm stuck with bull-busted daughter for the rest of the season as my full-time supervision. but I don't need a goddamn babysitter, especially when with tight jeans, a sexy smirk, and a mouth she can't stop running, and a mouth I can't stop thinking about. She says this means nothing. I say this means everything. She says that boundaries we shouldn't cross, that my reputation can't take any more hits, and neither can her damaged heart. I say I'm going to steal it anyway. And the last one in the Chestnut series, I have Powerless. 2 childhood best friends, 2 broken hearts, 1 impromptu road trip to get away from everything. I've been living in the friend zone for years now. To Jasper Gervais's fans, he's just a hockey heartthrob. He's just a hockey heartthrob on TV. But to me, he's a lost boy with sad eyes and a heart of gold. The man I've loved in secret for years. So when my life falls apart on my wedding day, it only makes sense that he's the one to swoop in and save me. When his world comes crashing down around him, I'm there to return the favour. But the more time the more time alone we spend together, the more I start to realise that Jasper isn't looking at me like a friend anymore, and he isn't touching me like one either. He acts like he wants me, but after years of turning me away, he's going to need to prove it. So that is my Elsie Silver book. So the next set of books that I've got is the Never After series by Emily McIntyre. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to read these. And these are all dark romance, and I've never read dark romance before, and I always think it's so fun to try on a genre that you've never read before. And dark romance I've never read before, so I'm so excited to read a new genre and try it out. So also, can we just appreciate how beautiful these covers are? Like, absolutely love them. So the first one I have here is Scarred, and it is a Never After novel by Emily McIntyre. And this one, I'm pretty sure is a retelling of The Lion King. And obviously in these retelling, they're not like animals, they're all humans, which is really cool. So here I have Scarred. So, let's see. She doesn't belong to him, she belongs to the crown. Prince Tristan Fasser was never destined for the throne. That was always his brother, Michael. So like I said, it's obviously like the same characters, but it's a retelling, and they might have different like names as well. So that's cool. The same brother responsible for both Tristan's tormented childhood and the scar on Mars's face. When the father dies, Michael is set to assume the throne, and Tristan is set to steal it. The leader of a secret rebellion, Tristan will stop at nothing to end his brother's reign. But when Michael's new betrothed, Lady Sarah Beatrix, arrives, Tristan finds himself in the middle of a new kind of war, the kind that begs the question of what's more important, the crown or the woman about to wear it. Sarah has one plan: marry the king and eradicate the Fasser line, even at the risk of her own peril. But she never expects the scarred prince. He's dangerous, forbidden, and one of the men she's been sent to kill. But the line between hatred and passion has never seemed so thin, and as secrets come to light, Sarah grows unsure of whom she can trust, torn between vengeance and the villain she was never supposed to love. So there's that one. The next book I have in this series is Hooked, and this is a retelling of Peter Pan. He wants revenge, but he wants her more. James is Captain Hook. James has always had one agenda: destroy his enemy Peter Michaels, which Peter Michaels is Peter Pan. Peter Michaels. When Peter's 21-year-old daughter Wendy shows up in James's bar, he sees his way in, seduce the girl and use her for his revenge. It's the perfect plan until things in James's organisation begins to crumble. Suddenly, he has to find the treasure in his mist, and his plan for revenge gets murkier as James starts to see Wendy as more than just a pawn in his game. Wendy has been cloistered away by most of her life by her cold, wealthy father, but a spontaneous night out with friends turned into an intense and addictive love affair with a dark and brooding James. As much as she knows James is dangerous, Wendy can't seem to shake her desire for him. But as their relationship grows more heated and she learns more about the world he moves in, she finds herself unsure if she's fallen for the man known as James or the monster known as Hook. So there's that one. Then next we have Twisted. She's his diamond in the rough. He's her worst nightmare. Yasmin Karam, daughter to one of the richest men in the world, has never known strife. So when her beloved father falls ill, she's determined to make his final days the happiest. His last wish, to see her married to a man of his choosing. Except Yasmin's heart already belongs to someone else, a servant, a man her father would never consider worthy. Stuck between a rock and a hard place, Yasmin strikes a desperate deal with her father's right-hand man, Julian, not to realise he has his own twisted agenda. Julian Ferrasi has one goal: become the most powerful man in the world. He's built a future from broken bones and faded bruises, never caring who he hurt along the way. When his mentor falls ill, he finds himself on the verge of losing everything, and he'll stop at nothing to inherit what is rightfully his, even if it means forcing a woman he can't stand into marriage. Yasmin is a brat who speaks out of turn, and he's the villain of his story, but he decides she'll be his, no matter what it takes to convince her. And then this one we have Wretched. I'm pretty sure this is a Wizard of Oz retelling, I think. A woman can be great and terrible too. Evelina Wesley has always been the bad guy, as the brains, brawn and wantoness behind her father's drug empire. She's her father's ruthless secret weapon. After one last time with a gorgeous man at a nightclub, her urges and is back to her criminal ways. That is until the same man shows up as a new Wesley lackey, under a totally different name. But Nicholas Wordsworth's real secret is more dangerous than it is. He's an undercover DA agent, and he's hell-bent on destroying the drug trade that devastated his family. Evelina embodies everything he's against, and he's been sent here to her downfall. Yet the more they learn about the darkness in each other's hearts, the more alike they seem. And when the hatred turns to something more, Nicholas will have to decide whether he can love a wretched woman, even if it means both of their lives begin to ruin. Yeah, I just seen it is a Wizard of Oz retelling. So that was that, and then if I'm right, yeah, this is a Aladdin retelling. Right, that's okay. I just wanted to check that. The other two are fine. And then lastly here we have Crust. He is righteous, she is sin. Father Cade Frederick is a holy man. Brought up in the streets of Paris, he has dedicated his life to the church. But there's a monster that lingers just beneath the surface, a sickness, one that breeds darkness and feeds on the damned. When he's tasked to become the priest in Vestivale, Vermont, a town but beautiful in architect and riddled with despair, his sickness sings, demanding he rid the place of evil. Amia, I'm gonna butcher this. Amia Paquette is Festivale's beautiful mystery. She spends her days caring for her younger brother and her nights transforming into Esmeralda. Oh, so this is Hunchback of Notre Dame, which I've actually never watched, but I know this one is that, so. Dancing for greedy eyes and shameless lips. Although she longs for love, she shies away from companionship, afraid of being abandoned again. When Father K lays eyes on Amaya, he finds himself using witchcraft to lure him to her. He can't eat, can't breathe, can't think unless it's of her. And temptation is a devastating mistress. She's his weakness, so he decides he'll be his demise, even if it means killing the only woman he might ever love. Ooh. So that is the Never After series that I got. Now on to the next set of books. And the next few I have here are actually some of the last Disney Twisted Tale books, and these are the last ones that I've got, and until any more are written I have completed my collection of them. So here they are. So let's get into them. So here I got When You Wish Upon a Star, and this is a Pinocchio retelling, as you can see here. And the cover is very different to the other ones because these ones are newer, so they actually have a bit more colour, and the book covers are a bit different to the others. So let's read about this. What if the blue fairy wasn't supposed to help Pinocchio? Paravia is a village full of magical lore where sisters Chiria and Ilalia grew up together. 40 years later, Chiria, now the blue fairy, defies the rule of magic within Paravia and grants a wish that changes everything for her old friend Geppetto. Sorry, I'm butchering these names so bad, but I don't know how to say it properly. I don't want to get it wrong. And for a little puppet named Pinocchio, but she is discovered by the Scarlet Fairy, formerly Rhea, who holds the transgression against her. They decide to settle things through a good old-fashioned bet, with Pinocchio and Gepetitors. Hanging back. Oh my god, that was so hard to read. The next here I have Go the Distance, which is a Hercules retelling. What if Meg had to become a Greek goddess? Hercules has regained his godship, but Zeus tells Meg she can't be with the hero because she's, well, mortal. Luckily, Hera has a solution that would see Meg join Hercules on Mount Olympus as a goddess. The quest? To rescue Meg's ex-boyfriend's wife from the underworld, the same ex who left her while she was trapped by Hades. Can Meg defeat monsters and gods alike and finally put her past behind her? Or her fear of commitment have her run away from an eternity of goddesshood with Herrick? Yes, I got that right. And then the last two I have here are actually hardback covers, so they're like much more bigger. Can we just take a moment to appreciate how beautiful this cover is? Like, look at that. That cover is so detailed and okay, and it's so beautiful. And this is a Tiana, the Princess of the Frog retelling. Excuse me, I'm not talking, I'm doing. And it's called Almost There. What if Tiana made a deal that changed everything? And listen, here's some read it from here. Sometimes life in the big easy is tough. No one knows that better than Tiana, though she also believes that hard work can go a long way. But when the notorious Dr. Facilla backs her into a corner, she has no choice but to accept an offer that will alter the course of her life in an instant. Soon Tiana finds herself in a new reality where all her desperate desires are realised. Her restaurant, her friends are safe and sound, and most miraculous of all, her beloved Hopper is still alive. She's got everything she's ever wanted. But after all, her hometown grows increasingly eerie, with new threats cropping up in unlikely places. Navigating the strange New Orleans, Tiana must work alongside Naveen and Charlotte to set things right or risk losing everything she holds dear. So that sounds really fun to read, and look, here's the back as well. It's so like detailed and I love it. And then the last one I have, which is actually quite a newer one, and which is one of my favourite animated movies ever. I love, and it's Twisted Tail. I mean, it is still by Disney, but it's different. It's called Sally's Lament, and it is a retelling of The Nightmare Before Christmas, and it's one of my favourite animated movies ever, and I love it. And again, just on how beautiful this cover, like, it's so detailed, and like I said, I love The Nightmare Before Christmas, and she's my favourite character in this, so I love it. And there's the back. So, and this one is about what if Sally discovered Christmas Town instead of Jack. Sally loves her creepy home of Halloween Town, but lately she can't help wanting something more. In a place full of things frightening, one thing living in the shadows will be so isolating. Stuck in a lab with her creator, Dr. Finkelstein, Sally's restless, feeling like nothing more than a glorified servant. She knows she can do so much more, but Dr. Finkelstein, I'm saying that wrong, Dr. Finkelstein just won't listen. When Sally sneaks into the graveyard, she finds that Jack, the Pumpkinkin, is having his own doubts about life in Halloween Town. Determined to find a solution for them both, Sally follows a new vision that could be the key to changing their fates. Soon Sally uncovers a strange new land where everything is red and green. The ground is covered in ice and the citizens are downright jolly. Could this be the change she and Jack have been longing for? But the more time Sally spends there, the more suspicious she grows that the Christmas Town cheer isn't as genuine as it first seemed. What does it truly mean to be put on a naughty list? What is lurking behind those dancing sugar plums? And will Sally be able to say the best of both towns before it's too late? That sounds so fun to read. So now I'm going to move on to the last few books before I do my try-on haul. So this next book that I have here is, oh my god, I am so excited to read. It's my first ever thriller, and this one is by, I'm going to show you, it's Verity by Colleen Hoover, and I've heard nothing but good things about this book by her, and people say it's one of their favourites, and oh my god, I'm so excited. Also currently finished Icebreaker, which, a little bit on Icebreaker, I'm up to like, I think chapter nearly 40. I'm up to nearly 40. Nate and Anastasia had spent their first Christmas together, which was so lovely. Anastasia finally met Nate's dad, who she's seen his true colours and see what he's about. Nate also met Anastasia's mum and dad, which absolutely adore Nate and adore Anastasia. And that's been about it really. I'm on to like 355 pages I think, and that's what's happened so far. And yeah, and oh my god, they both said that I love you, like, yes, they both said that I love you to each other, and that's just, oh, that just made it for me. I solved it. Yes. Okay, back to this. If you haven't read this book before, this book is about this book is about a woman called Lowen, and she's a ghostwriter, and she ghostwrites for the best-selling author Verity Crawford, and has hired her to finish her remaining books because Verity is injured and she obviously can't finish the book. And so Lowen arrives and is ready to sort through years of Verity's notes and outlines, you know, hoping to get started. But as she reads through more and more of Verity's notes and everything, she finds some very disturbing things about her husband Jeremy, things that she's written. And she also finds out about the night of that her family was forever changed, and what that is, I don't know. And after a while, Lowen and Jeremy, that's Verity's husband by the way, start to form a connection with each other. I'm so excited to read that. And the last two books I have here are in a series, and I know there's another one coming out this year, but it is the Powerless and Reckless series, and I have heard nothing but good things about this. People absolutely love these books, especially this one. Some people have said that this one isn't as their favourite, but obviously I'm going to give it a go anyway. It's in the series, but I've seen people say that they absolutely adore, like, love this one, and they say that it kind of gives off like Hunger Game vibes. So also I just admire how gorgeous these covers are, especially this one. Like, yes. And then the last book in this, I know there's also a novella called Powerful, but I don't have that. But the last book of this series, I think, is called Fearless. Does it come out March something? I believe it's March something. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it might be March something. Anyway, let me read the back of this by Lauren Roberts. The elites have possessed powers for decades, gifted to them by the Clay, while those born ordinary are just that, banished from the kingdom of Elia and shunned from society. No one knows this better than Payden Grey, an ordinary possessing as a psychic to blend in with the elites. When she's unexpectedly saved one of Elia's princes, Kai Azar, she's thrown into the Payden trials, a brutal competition showcasing the elite's powers. If the trials and opponents within them don't kill her, the prince she's fighting feelings for, well, if he discovers that Payden is completely ordinary. And then we have Reckless, which is the second one in the series. Ordinary born, Payden Grey has killed the king and kickstarted a resistance throughout the land. Now she's running from the one person she had wanted to run to. Kai Azar is now Elia's enforcer, loyal to his brother Kit, the new king. He has vowed to find Payden and bring her to justice. Across the deadly scorches and deep into the hostile city of Dor, Kai pursues the one person he wishes he didn't have to. But in a city without elites, the balance between the hunter and hunted shifts. How far will he go for duty, and what will she do to survive? And look here, there is a powerful novella. So there you guys, that are all my books that I got for Christmas. Like I said, so happy, so excited to read all these eventually, and I'm so confident that I got all the books I asked for. So now for this second part of this book, we are going to now do my try-on haul. So now for the second part of this haul, I'm now going to do my try-on haul, and I'm basically going to start with the stuff I got from White Fox, showcase them, and then try them all for you all. So the first thing I have here, I've wanted for a good few months. I asked for it for my birthday, but unfortunately Mum couldn't get it. But for Christmas, I sent her just a bunch of things from White Fox, and then whatever one she could get, and this one I'm so happy with, because like I said, we've learned it's my birthday, but unfortunately Mum couldn't get it done, which is absolutely fine because I'm coming out and so happy. So I have got this Not in the Mood Take a Hint oversized tee, and oh my god, look! So no away. Not in the Mood White Fox. I absolutely love this t-shirt. Yeah, it's this, we'll call it a tee. Look at it. But I will say, White Fox clothing does come up quite oversized, so that's why I went for the XXS/extra small. Then the next thing I got from White Fox is a sweatshirt. So I started with a few colours that I liked. Excuse me. There was I think it was like a grey one or like a creamy one. Yeah, there's a grey and like a creamy like white one, and also a blue one. And look guys, I got the blue one. There's a blue off-stage sweatshirt in the colour Ocean. So it's this oceany blue colour, and the writing is white for White Fox, and this is volume 3, and I'm so excited, and especially because I now have like a sweatshirt jumper type top, just because I need more like long sleeve tops for like, you know, the winter and like autumn, but more so like winter. So I've got another sweatshirt which I'm so excited to wear and try on. Oh, and the last thing I got of White Fox, I am so excited to wear this at some point. I got some pajamas, and these look so lovely. They actually do these in quite a few colours as well. I asked for the charcoal colour. So here's these. Here are the bottoms. They're like this really like nice, like, how do you even describe this material? I'm not good at describing things, so just know, oh, they've got a, you know, like a thing to tie them on to like make them these really like lovely, like flowy, that's the word, flowy type bottoms, and the colour is in like a grey like charcoal. That's what they do, is in like a black, pink, oh, do they do, I can't remember, and some another type of grey. And then here is the top, also the same flowing material, and it's got buttons on it, and I just think sleeping in this is going to be so lovely. Like, I cannot wait. So then here's the top, and now I'm going to try this all on for you and then try on the other stuff that I got. So then guys, here is the oversized tee. I absolutely love the style of it, like everything. Like, this will look so nice with leggings and jeans, because obviously this, go back, this is the length of it, so it literally comes down to like quite far down, like here. And then let me just turn this over for you all. Like I said, turning this over with jeans especially will look really nice. You can also wear it with leggings too, but with jeans I think it will look even like nicer. So then guys, here is the White Fox sweatshirt, and on the inside it's so padded, and this will keep me so warm. Like, it's literally padded on the inside, and oh my god, that just makes it even more better. So here's like the actual like length of it, and then if I turn it over, which a lot of people do, this is what it looks like as well. Obviously it's still oversized, but turn it over, keep it like that. And yeah, it's a really nice top. Like, it's so nice. Like, so then guys, I've had to switch camera angles, because I know for a fact that the angle I was using would not fit the whole like outfit in, or pajamas in. So here we go. The top itself is so like lovely. Like, the sleeves come all the way, and this feels so soft, and just, it's like, is the way right? No, the white was not silky, but I just know it feels so soft and will feel so lovely to sleep in, and I cannot wait. And here are also, yes, there's all the shiny stuff in the back, which I'll be showing in a minute or two. And here are the bottoms, and look, they go down all the way down to here. Look in the mirror here, they're very like flowy, what I love, and they just feel so soft. Like, I love it. And so now I'm going to show you all the stuff that I got from Shein. So then guys, the last few things I have here are all from Shein, so now I'm going to show you them all and try them on. So the first thing I have here is a top, and Mum got me the original one. It's slightly different because I also have these in two other colours, like a navy blue and like a black, but this looks absolutely fine because it literally just looks like the same. The pattern, like, or like here, is like slightly different, but either way, I still love this top. I think it's such a lovely and beautiful top, and oh yeah, there's like a lace like right here. But I mean, I still think it looks exactly like the other tops, and I wanted the white one anyway. That was the last like colour that I liked in the range tops, and so now I have one, and it's very pretty, and I'm excited to wear that from the go outside for like kids and stuff. So there's that one. The next top I have here is a top for like exercising, because the tops I have, they're really like short and too cold to like exercising, so I wanted like an actual like a t-shirt like top, another one for like, exercising. And so I've got this black one here. They also do, I've seen like a white one with like a pink, but I opted for the black, and so here it is. And then the next thing I have here, which I'm so excited about, is I got a new bathrobe, and this one is so cute because it's got white teddies on it, and it's from Daisy, and oh my gosh guys, it feels so soft. It's white with grey, where is it? I'm trying to find, is there a this? I'm trying to find the top. Oh, here it is. Oh, don't worry about that. Look how cute it is. It's white with like a greyish brown teddy bears on it, and it feels so soft, and I can't wait to start wearing this. And then the last thing I got is in a pack of 3. Like I said, I do not have enough long sleeve tops, and so I found this pack of like just like simple long tops, and so I have a black one here. And the material is really nice actually, like it actually feels like quite stretchy. Also, the white Foxy pajamas also are actually quite stretchy as well, and are so nice. So I've got a black one here. Next I got a lovely blue one as well, in the same one. And then there is a white one too, so that's what came in the set. And now it's time to try this all on. So then guys, here's the first one, and here is the bathrobe, and let's just admire how cute this looks, because like, and it feels so soft and so nice. Like I absolutely love this, the bathrobe from Shein, and this is from the range Daisy, and I absolutely love it. So then guys, here is the other top. I didn't realise it's a bit see-through here, but apart from that, it's all good. This top is so like lovely. Also, while this is looking kind of like go together, I'm joking, it doesn't, but anyway, yeah, see the pattern here is quite pretty. It's like this I don't know how you describe that pattern, but it's just a pretty pattern. Oh, excuse me guys. So then guys, here is the blue top. As you can see here, it's like that like kind of like square like circle cut, and the top itself is so nice, feels so lovely, and it's quite, I say it's quite stretchy, but yeah, so nice. Last but not least, here is the exercise top, and it's just so good, so like simple, and it's just perfect. And look at the sides here, it's kind of like got a bit of a gap, so it's kind of like that like shape, which is good for like, you know, say if I'm sweating or something. I got a bit of room, like I said, just perfect. It's simple. I've got like a longer sleeve top, and this, like I said, so casual. So that completes this try-on haul. And just before I end off the video, I quickly just want to show you something. As you can see now, all of my 2 bookshelves down here are all now full, and I've kind of like put them into genres. So here I have Heartstopper, and my Anna Huang books, and my Bridgerton. I've started LT Silver, goes back here, excuse LP Silver, the Rafter series, and here's all the Twisted Tale series. And then look, Mum literally built this in like literally like 5 minutes. My utility chart also, oh, some books have fallen down. That's just staying there for now. Here's like my Karen and McManus books. They're on this top. Oh my god. Okay, there we go. They're now standing on the next here. On this next shelf, I have my Coho books, Elizabeth and Verity. The next, I have my Powerless and Reckless books, and then I have my A Good Girls Guide to Murder books. So yeah, guys, there we go. So then, guys, that is the end of my book haul and try-on haul video from Christmas, and I hope you all have enjoyed, as have I. And I'm so grateful and so happy for all the books that I got and all the clothes I got, and I'm just so happy. And I hope you all got everything that you wanted for Christmas, and I hope you all have an amazing 2025, and I cannot wait to see how my channel grows in 2025 and see what I get up to. So thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!